y'all, welcome to the second episode of the Media Fusion Podcast. That's Andrew. I'm Alex. And today we got a special episode for you guys. We're going to talk about two movies that just released this weekend. We had the opportunity to watch them both. We're going to talk about the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle Part 1 movie, and we're going to talk about The Long Walk. Two great movies, just a little spoiler from my aspect. But yeah, we're going to have a good time talking about both of them. We're going to do our review, our non-spoiler review first, and then we'll dive into the spoiler during the back half. So hopefully you guys enjoy. It might be a long one.
Like for the long walk, the long way. Cool. You just want to jump in for Demon Slayer?
We'll just do a recap of what's going on. So this movie takes place immediately after season 4, which is the Hashira training arc. You get to see those it was 8 episodes, and immediately the events of that leads in right into this movie, and it's one of those things where you get thrown right into it. So that's kind of the backstory of this movie, where it's one of those things where if you haven't seen the show, you're gonna be lost. You're gonna be lost without question.
Yeah.
Like you need to watch. You need to be a fan. You need to watch the show to understand what's exactly going on. But yeah, that's a little bit of the backstory, because they're gonna split the Infinity Castle into 3 parts. We got this year. Part 2 comes out in 2027.
Yeah.
And then part 3, which will be the finale of Demon Slayer, comes out of 2029.
It's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
All right, but I'll let you go first, because I'm more of a Demon Slayer guy myself. I'm a big fan of the show. And then you could give them a little bit of your backstory when it comes to Demon Slayer. So you can go.
So I knew nothing about Demon Slayer the beginning of this week. Close to nothing. I just knew the main character Tajiro with the checkered jacket. But my boy Alex here is like, yo, I'm gonna go see this movie. You want to go see it with me? I'm like, okay, I gotta lock in. So I watched the entire show in 2 days or something like that. So my brain was completely fried. But after 2 or 3 episodes, I'm like, okay, I can see the vibe for the show, and I liked it and stuff like that. The feel for it, the animation is wonderful. In the show, it is top notch. They never skip. Unlike Naruto, they drop the ball on the animation during the pain fight and stuff like that. But for the show and the movie, the animation is top notch. I like how they blend 2D with 3D, and it doesn't feel cheap, because I know for certain shows they use 3D and it feels kind of cheap, like they're cutting corners. But for Demon Slayer, it was perfect and stuff like that. But for the movie was great. I loved everything about it. The characters, my favorite characters so far. I'm a villain guy, so I like my villain. So
the Akaza,
the Akaza, that's my boy, that's my boy, But besides that, the movie was wonderful. Kind of blue balled us a bit with the end, but I knew it was gonna it was gonna cut off pretty soon, because they already fit so much into the movie, and it was already running at 2.5 hours or something like that. I'm like, okay, it's gonna end here pretty soon, So besides that, enjoyed the time there. There was no crazy experiences in the theater. I sent you that TikTok or that reel where the guy was getting beat up in the movie theater. So
it's because he pissed on people.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
I would be mad too.
I would be too. Luckily, that didn't happen to me, because I would beat someone up for that too if I'm watching a movie and I start feeling some pee on me. R. Kelly in the theater? No, that's crazy. Especially if my dreads, dude, I would crash out so quick.
No, yeah, you have to extra wash.
Yeah, I would. At that point, I probably just cut my hair, because there ain't no way I'm walking around with someone's pee in my hair, because that's crazy. But what about you? What do you think about the movie?
I really enjoyed it. I've been a Demon Slayer fan since the first season came out. I started so the season came out around 2019. I was already a senior in high school at the time. It came out around December, I believe, because it came out during that time period. And I just remember one of my friends was like, yo, you gotta watch Demon Slayer. It's hype. It's shit hype. And I was like, because the fight that he was like, yo, this is the best fight I've ever seen, was Lower Moon 6 versus Tanjiro and his sister. The spider guy in the first season.
Yeah.
And that episode just dropped. So what I did, it was I started watching the show. I caught up eventually, and then season 2 came out, which is my personal favorite season so far, with Rengoku and Tengen. And then we got season 3, the Swordsmith arc. Season 4 was the Hashira arc, and then we get this one, which is the final big finale. And it was one of those things where I was like, I'm excited for is it's Demon Slayer. I'm excited for it. I have like most of the shows. I have
Mhm.
figures of like Tengen and Rengoku and Tanjiro.
Yep,
I got
yep.
and so it was like, yeah, it's one of those animes where I was like, I like it. I grew up with Dragon Ball Z,
Yep.
those early seasons of Pokemon, and then I stopped watching anime for a bit, got back into it during high school, and Demon Slayer was one of the first ones that I started getting into. Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, JJK. Those were some of the ones where I was like, okay, I kind of like this, and then I got into like Death Note, Cowboy Bebop, and
Okay.
then
Yep.
um, and it was just one of those things where I was like, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Like
Mhm.
I'm already connected to the characters because um of like years of watching. I know where the story is. I know what you're gonna expect from Demon Slayer. You're gonna expect top tier animation. Like
Yep.
honestly, you could say that Demon Slayer has the best animation of any anime. Like when you just
I could
compare
agree with
it
that.
to
Yeah, yeah.
like because when you look at it from the
Mhm.
manga's horrible. Like, I don't want to say horrible. The way they draw, it's
Yeah, yeah.
complete opposite. Like if you look at a panel from Dragon Ball Z, you'll be like, holy shit. But when you look at a panel from Demon Slayer, you're
Mhm.
like, who drew this? And then the anime is crazy. So I really enjoyed the movie. I liked the moving of the story. It did feel, even though it was a movie, it did feel episodic at points. From
Yep.
going to, okay, we're focusing on these, and we're gonna focus on this because the movie is structured into three parts really,
Yep.
which are the three fights, and then you could tell like, okay, this is like 2 episodes. This would have gotten 2 episodes in this show. This would have gotten three. This would have gotten like four, whatever.
Mhm.
But overall, I had a great time with it. The score was great. The story was. People who say Demon Slayer is a basic ass story, no, there's like threads that if when you connect the dots, you're gonna be like, oh damn, that's pretty deep.
Yeah, even then, like, I mean, basic doesn't mean bad. I mean, people always say there's that quote, keep it simple, stupid. You know, a lot of people try to make things overly complicated, then it just kind of makes a show like unwatchable because there's just like too many like threads and things going on that it just makes it kind of like I said, overly complicated. So like even if it was like a simple story, it's still good. I mean, still top tier in my opinion.
Oh yeah, it's one of those where it's like it's basically spoilers for not the movie, just Demon Slayer show. Basically, Tanjiro is just a normal guy with his family, and one day he goes, he's working to provide for his family. He has a bunch of siblings, and basically, a lot of them get slaughtered. They get murdered, and
Yeah.
except for one of his sisters, but his sister is not a vampire, a demon, basically
Hmm.
because you got Michael Jackson, aka Muzan.
Yep, yep.
He's like he was just eating them for because he's a demon, and it's one of those things where like Tanjiro's like, all right, I'm gonna defeat Muzan for killing my family, and I also want to find a cure for my sister. And then you go
Yep.
through these adventures of like the Hashiras and then just the Demon Slayer corpse, and it's basically demons versus Slayers, and it's like
Yep.
you know and
Yep.
then
Yep.
you'll get like some bomb threads of like this character's related to this character, or like so like some backstory where it's like, oh,
Yeah, it seems like the style is so like they go to a place where they're set out on a mission by father, I forgot father's name, the master and stuff like that, and they go and they
oh, the one
hunt
who's
a
sick.
demon. Yeah, the sickly guy. They go to a town, they fight a demon, then it might be a lower level demon, then the higher upper or lower six demons come out and stuff like that, and they fight them, have a struggle time. They overcome that demon, then through them overcoming the demon, you see the backstory of what made that person become a demon. And it's always just like some tragic story, how they
Oh
just get
yeah,
screwed
they
over in
love they
life.
love their backstories here. Like
Yep,
half of
yep.
this movie is backstory almost.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
flashbacks and stuff
literally,
like
yeah.
that. Mid battle, and they're just like drift off
Especially
and
for Akaza. He's because
yeah,
he's
yeah.
like the main one.
Yep, yep.
Um,
Is he number
but
one? No,
he
is he
he's
number two?
three. He's
Three,
three.
okay. Okay.
Three. So So let's see. Number one is the guy with the six eyes.
Yep, yep.
He's upper one. Number two is Dagi. Let me see if I'm pronouncing his name right, because he also plays a big part in this movie as well.
That's the guy that was at the
I mean
beginning.
Doma,
Doma.
or
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Dami. I think it's Doma.
Okay, okay.
We've seen him sprinkled throughout the show as well. Like he was
Okay,
in
okay.
he's the one who infected Upper Six and the brother and sister when he
Okay,
gave
yep.
out his arm. Yeah, so that he was.
Okay, yep,
So
yep.
he's been sprinkled throughout the show for sure. And then Akaza's 3. We saw 4 and 5 in the Source Village arc. The
Okay.
fish guy and the guy who could use his emotions
Yeah,
were
yeah.
different. And then 6 with the brother and sister against Tengen.
Okay, yeah, that fish guy was
Um,
weird.
nah, I thought he was gonna be more scarier. He got bodied easy, dude.
Yeah, he did. He didn't do a whole bunch. Like,
Mm.
he had some interesting powers, but he definitely got bodied pretty quickly.
He got bodied by what's his name? Togito. Togito is he? He's only like 14, 15.
Oh yeah, yeah, he's
He's
a
younger than
young blood.
I think he's younger than Tanjiro actually.
Yeah, Takido,
Yeah.
Tokido. He's a young blood for sure.
But yeah, before we get into spoilers, is there anything else you want to give out to this non-spoiler section?
Let me think. Not really. Just like I said earlier, really like the show as a newcomer coming in. Thought it was really good. Have no complaints against the movie at all. Yeah,
Yeah,
overall.
I gave it a score of 4.5 out of 5. The only reason I didn't give it a 5 is just not a complete movie. It's
Yeah, yeah,
more,
yeah.
it's just, it's like I said, it ends in a cliffhanger where you're like, now I gotta wait 2 years for the next. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, almost like
Spider
yeah,
Man.
it's good. Yeah, pretty much three parts. It's gonna be a long wait, and like God forbid any of them get pushed back, it's gonna be like even longer wait.
I mean, 2020. Okay, so if it comes out around this time, around 2027, I'm gonna be 26, and then if it comes out in 2029 around this time, then I'll be 28.
Yeah, I don't want to date myself. That's I'm gonna be old.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be old
um,
when it comes out.
um, you're gonna be like, oh, I remember back in my day.
Yeah, back in my day, used to watch Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball
Mm.
GT on Toonami.
All right, so I gave it a 4.5. What do you give it?
Yeah, I think on Letterbox I also gave it a 4.5 also.
Mm. It's definitely my top 5 of the year so far, for sure, for sure.
Nice, nice. I don't know if it's in my top 5, but it's definitely in the top 10, I would say.
Mm.
Definitely an enjoyable experience.
All right, yeah. So that's our non-spoiler review, guys. So now we're gonna move into spoilers. All right,
Spoilers.
we could go fight by fight and talk about it in
Okay.
detail.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, so the movie starts with basically at the end of the Hashira training arc, Muzan basically takes all the Hashiras, everyone in the Demon Slayer Corps, and just takes them down to his castle where you've seen him talk to the other demons throughout, where it's basically his hideout.
The
He takes them
Infinity
all there.
Castle.
Yeah, basically his hideout. But not for everyone. Some people are still hidden.
Yep.
Like Nezuko, she's still hidden.
Yep.
And she's getting protected by some other Hashiras, Tengen and Rengoku's dad, which
Yep.
is a pretty good, solid last defense effort. You got two
For sure.
Hashiras that, just in case. But yeah, we fall in. We're seeing that everyone's getting separated. People are partnering up. You got Giyu and oh my god, I'm forgetting his name. There's just so many names.
Yeah.
Tanjiro and Giyu, they're often
Yep.
doing their own thing. Zenetsu's on his own.
Yep.
I'm trying to think.
You got Kocho who goes off by herself. Then you got Shinobu Kocho.
This is kind of when we get into the first fight, which focus with Shinobu, the butterfly Hashira, and
versus
she,
Doma.
Yeah, she runs into Doma, which is Upper Moon 2.
Yep.
And in my personal opinion, this is one of the things where the fights get better and better throughout the movie.
Oh, for sure.
So this was my least favorite fight, but it was still really good.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of the I like Shinobu. She's great. She was there in season 1. She helped out Tanjiro with Giyu and stuff. Anytime that Tanjiro and the gang gets their ass whooped, they go to Shinobu's place, and that's where they recover and rest.
Healing and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's always been there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And throughout the show, we've got the hints of Shinobu's sister was killed by a demon.
Yep.
And this is when we find out that it was Upper Moon 2 that killed her sister.
Yep.
So she's like, wait a minute, I know you. She's like, I've never met you, but I know you.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, it's Upper Moon too. Uh, and I'm trying to gonna remember his name. Doma. So
Domo. Yeah.
Doma's like, oh hey,
Yeah.
you're a Hashira. Yo,
Yeah.
Doma talks so much shit, dude.
In like the
He's like,
nicest way.
he's a gaslighter,
Yeah, yeah.
literally. Can you imagine being in a relationship with Doma? What do you mean, babe?
Yeah.
Ah, you're so weak. I'm like, oh nah.
Yeah, yeah.
Doma was every demon talks shit.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, if you want to talk about what you thought about that fight.
It was a pretty good fight. She was popping all that good stuff, then she got bodied. I mean, like, she's
Yeah,
a
the
cool
poison.
character, but I feel like her power isn't all that great, especially I guess as we see against like the upper demons because he was just like immune to it. She kept trying. I'll give her that. You know, she kept trying her heart
She
out,
fought him
inflicting
alone.
that
She
poison.
fought
And
him
she did.
alone.
Fought him alone, kept inflicting that poison, but he just kept like acclimating and like curing the poison is like laughing in her face and being a nice evil bad guy and stuff like that. So like it was tough to watch, but I mean, I feel like she's a great like support character. So she should have stayed back, you know. She should have just pulled back, stayed back, you know, and like
Her
just helped out
sister.
people, yeah, and like help people
Yeah.
out as they got injured. But you know, she's got to avenge her sister and stuff like that. And sad to see she got absorbed by Doma, and
Yeah, she died.
yeah, that's it. She's cooked.
Yeah, but I thought she also did a great. It was a nice fight. You could definitely see the
Yep.
animation. Doma is just his powers are very. Um, it's like with his
Fans, yeah, like
yeah, his
fans.
fans. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
katana almost.
Mhm,
Where yeah, he has fans and it's like they're able to make him cold. So it was like
mhm.
um oh my god, I'm forgetting her name again, dude. Shinobu.
Her yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Shinobu.
Shinobu's just she's trying her best. She's trying to figure out ways. And it gets emotional too. You know, she has a vision of her sister. To me,
Mhm.
this is what irritated me in the movie. A lady walked in during this time period. We're in the movie and Shinobu's fighting her ass off. She's about to, get body. She's seeing her sister. And this
Yeah, yeah.
lady walks, she's a row under us. And she
Yeah,
walks
yeah.
in like, is this my seat?
Yeah, I'm looking for 16.
I'm looking for six. Am I in the right row? With her flashlight on. And
Turns
I'm
her
like,
flash on.
the movie is in sub. We're watching this movie in sub, by the way, because I prefer Demon Slayer in sub over than dub. And then I'm there like, lady, like I'm trying to focus, and I just see her like with her flashlight, dude. She's like,
Hella boomer activities. Yeah.
I'm like,
It's
I
like
was like,
she
bro.
had to be like in her 60s too or something like that. She was an older lady for
I'm
sure.
like, who are you here with? I don't know if she was here with a family, dude, but no, yeah.
It
And
was
like
awkward.
during that same fight as well, some other guy showed up hella late,
Mhm.
and he like waved at his family. Like, in our aisle, he waved at his family, like, "Hey guys," and then he just sat by himself at the edge. I was like, "I'm so glad you didn't try to go through everyone right
Yeah,
now. Like,
yeah.
I appreciate you."
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he eventually did go around though to come through the other side, which I was
Okay,
like,
okay, that's what he did.
I'm glad you
Yeah, yeah.
were distracted.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
good fight right here. I'm excited to see because yeah, Shinobu ends up dying. She gets absorbed. She tried her best with her final. She's talking about like, why am I so small? If I was only a little bit bigger.
Yep.
So it was one of those things where you're like feeling it in the gut, like, damn.
Mhm.
And then her little sister, her shows up. So her,
Kanao?
uh, yeah, Kanao.
Yeah, Kanao.
Yeah. So basically, it's the girl that Tanjiro also likes. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, she's like the younger butterfly. Um, she'll probably become the next Hashira for the butterfly.
Yeah, yeah.
If she doesn't get clapped, because as we see later, she's fighting Doma, and Doma's like already has her sliced up.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
So we'll see if she can avenge her master or sister, and we'll see. It's a
it's one
tough
of those
fight.
things. I know a couple of fight mashups because of manga spoilers. Like I don't know like who dies or live, but
Uh-huh.
I know who's gonna come and help her out in the next fight.
Okay, okay.
So
So is
I'm not.
the story already done in the manga?
Yeah, it's been over for a minute
Okay.
now.
Okay, okay.
But
That makes sense.
yeah, I'm not gonna spoil the manga for you guys. So yeah, with that section, we leave off with uh Kanao. versus Doma, and you're like, how is she gonna fight against him? Like,
We'll
you're not
see.
even a Hashira, and you're going
Yeah.
against Upper Moon 2?
But she can decapitate demons, so that might help her out because
Yeah.
the other girl, she couldn't cut their heads off. She could only poison them. So hopefully that
Yeah.
helps her out.
And what was sad too, one more thing about it is the birds being MVPs in this whole shit,
Oh
bro.
yeah,
The
yeah. The
birds
crows.
flying throughout the castle, yeah. And it's like, it was sad too. The moment that hit me was didn't make me cry, but I was like, damn, is when the bird was like, Shinobu just died fighting Upper Moon 2. And then you
Yep, yep.
see the reaction of Tanjiro
Ah.
and Ryu. Like they just couldn't like sit there and cry.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
immediately Akaza's like, what's up, bitches?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
like,
What's up?
there's no way, dude.
Give me your chain.
And that's when Tanjiro does that yell, bro. Akaza! I was like, oh, I'm hyped.
Yep, yep.
But then it cuts off immediately to
Next
Zenitsu.
fight with Zenitsu. Yep.
What do you think about Zenitsu as a character? Because I know he could be a little.
So he's a interesting character. At first, I didn't like him because he was so whiny, and like I had to keep adjusting my volume because he was always yelling, and I didn't want to like disturb the other people living in my house because he's always like or crying or something like that. But as he went on, he matured more, and now he's like more stoic and stuff like that. And that's where his power lies, is when he becomes stoic, he's able to do all his different
When he
lightning
falls
breathing
asleep?
techniques and stuff like that. So now it seems like he's always in that mode. So I'd like him more as a character now. But I mean, he's a good character. I like that arc, but just like, because I was watching it dubbed at first, and he was just so annoying just because like I had to keep adjusting my volume because it was just the different levels in volume would just go from quiet to him like shouting and yelling. It's like, dude, come on, bro. But his fight was really cool. He's I like how his powers look visually on the screen, the lightning, how he just like dashes around and stuff like that. It's animated very beautifully. What about you? What do you think about him?
Zenitsu's also one that grew on me. He's a comedic character relief of like the you first see him in that first season, like when they go to the forest, he's like crying, scared out of his mind,
Yep.
whining. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. Um, it's like the moment he falls asleep and loses unconscious, he becomes a badass. Like that whole fight in the entertainment district um with um with Tengen when they
Mm-hmm.
fight upper six, he's asleep throughout that whole shit, dude. Like
Yep.
there's no way. And so yeah, it's cool seeing Zenitsu mature. Like even during the Hashira training arc, you see him like he's like, I'm gonna get better. And then at the very end you see him with that one face. Like
Oh,
Stone
yep.
Cold. Cause this one also has a personal story with Zenitsu, cause um Muzan had basically is trying to get newer upper moons. You know, he has a structure, lower six,
Mm-hmm.
upper six,
Yep.
and he got someone that is the new upper moon six. And
Yep.
this guy was basically comrades. They trained under the same master. With you know, Zenitsu and him. I'm forgetting his name, but he's the newer upper six. Let me see if I could get his name here really quick. All right. So yeah, Zenitsu has a personal connection with I'm thinking his name is Kayagi. That's what it says right here. Hey, Japanese names, I'm struggling, all right? I'm not Japanese. But yeah, so they have that personal connection together. Trained under the same master. Zenitsu is only able to do the first lightning ability. There's only 6 forms in lightning, and he's only able to do the first form, while Kayaki is able to do the first
Oh, his name's
two.
Kaigaku.
A Kaiku?
K yeah, Kaigaku. Kaigu.
Kaiku. So Kaiku is able to
Kaigaku.
do,
Yeah.
yeah, he's able to do 2 to 6. So he knows
Okay.
more of them, but he's not able to do the most basic one. And
Yeah, yeah.
yo, the animation for this one was crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
But yeah, great fight, great. Another emotional moment too is when we get the flashbacks,
Mm-hmm.
especially when Zenitsu basically he wins this fight, so the heroes win this one,
Mm-hmm.
fair and square. They explain it too. The only reason why Zenitsu was able to beat an upper moon is because he barely became an upper moon, and if it was one of those things where if he was an upper moon for at least a year, Zenitsu
Mm-hmm.
probably would have won. So it's one of
Yeah,
those
for
like
sure.
those timing things where Zenitsu got lucky right here, but
Yep.
um he also got his ass whooped too. I mean, that man was
He did.
he was getting his shit rocked. And the emotional beat that I liked in this part of the fight is when Zenitsu won. He's on the verge of death,
Mhm.
and he's in the water, and he sees his master,
Yep, yep.
and he's trying to hug him, but he can't because the grass is holding him. He's like, "You're staying
Mhm.
alive. You're not gonna die yet." He's
Yep, yep.
dead, and it's like the path of like
Mhm.
death. And for me, I was like, "Ooh,
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh,
okay."
I just wanna make you proud," or something like that. He's like, "Oh, you're my favorite student," or something like that. He's like,
He's I
"Yeah."
think he said, "You're my pride and joy." I was
Yeah, there
like,
we go. Yeah, yeah.
"Ooh."
Hit at the core. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
What I
Mhm.
liked about that fight was Kaigaku's how his abilities looked on Zenitsu when he hit him because he had like that
Oh.
broken skin with like the red lightning going through his
Yeah.
body. This how that was animated looked really cool. It was really beautiful because it was kind of like holographic on like the regular color of his skin tone and stuff like that. It was really
Mm.
beautifully done and stuff like that. It's really cool.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I think this is the fight that got the shortest amount of time,
I think
but
so. Yep.
it was still like like a solid like good story right here. The emotion beats and the action was
Hmm.
like Zenitsu pop off. I'm like, let's
Yep. Yep.
go.
Yeah, he thought he was dead. He was falling down. Then he did his next the form that he breathing technique that he came up with. Came up, sliced his head off. He's like,
Oh
oh,
yeah.
yep, yep. He's like, oh, I
He,
came up with it. He's like, what? You can't do this. But at least we'll both die together. And they're both falling. Then Yushiro comes and saves him. And he's just like, nah. And he falls,
yeah. Oh yeah. The demon
evaporates.
went. Oh
Yeah,
man, he got so mad.
yeah.
He was like, "There's no way."
He's like,
But
there's nothing worse than dying alone. Basically called him a loser and he evaporated.
yeah, that was hilarious. Hey, but you know what's crazy too? He's also the backstory to the blind guys. So he caused two bad events. So the Hashira who's blind, with the big scar on his forehead,
Guillaume? I think his
Guillaume,
name. Yeah, yeah, Guillaume.
he's the reason too, where he opened the door so demons could come in, and then he ran away. So
Dang.
I don't know if you
Trying to
caught
remember.
that. Yeah, they showed it during the Hashira training arc. They showed his backstory during his training episode, and
Oh, yep, yep, yep.
yeah, he's the one who opened the door where everyone got killed, and he became blind. I was like,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
"You
He broke
dickhead,
the yeah, he broke the incense. Then like the demon came in and killed all the kids. Yeah, that was a sad backstory. And
bro!
yeah,
He caused two people. Ah, now he deserved to die."
yeah, yeah. He's
Um,
got to go. He got to
all
go.
right, and then yeah, throughout these fights too, we also get little sprints of other characters that are also dealing with. You see other Hashiras, fighting and killing
Yeah, yeah. You got
and that
Guillaume doing his thing.
yeah, and that's when we do the wrap around back to when Tanjiro Akasa just came in front of him. He's like, "It's nice to see you again."
Yep,
Talking mad shit,
yep, yep.
and
Tanjiro and Gyu's doing their thing.
this is when we get the main event.
Yep.
Ugh. It's like the whole last hour
This
almost,
is the
hour and a half.
main event of the evening.
So we
Yes,
get
sir.
Tanjiro and Giyu
Yep,
versus Upper Moon 3 Akaza.
yep, yep,
Ah,
yep, yep.
go ahead, go ahead.
So I'd say my favorite demon for sure is Akaza. He's clean with it. He just throws them hands, doesn't need nothing else.
Straight hands, straight
Straight
hands.
hands. Don't need no swords, nothing like that. But yeah, this fight was very beautifully done. It was very cool. There was humor in it too, like when they got the upper hand on him. And Guy was like, "Oh yeah, Tanjiro, be sneaky." And
Slice him.
he crashes out, misses his opportunity. That was very funny. So that, but yeah, his backstory it had me choked up a little bit. Akaza, just like how he grew up, he was like a criminal, good for nothing and stuff like that. He got taken in by that his new master. I forgot his name, but
He's
I
a
guess
kung fu guy. He's a kung
yeah, yeah.
fu.
Channing Tatum plays that guy in
In
the
dub,
the
yeah.
dub version. So that takes him in, helps him take care of his sickly daughter who's like on death's door and stuff like that. Her mom committed suicide because I guess she didn't want to see her daughter die and stuff like that. And he brings her back to health. Then like at the end of that, he's like the master, his new master's like, hey, you want to take over my temple and marry my daughter? And he's like, yeah, for sure and stuff like that. But that temple they were like the best around, even though they didn't have any students. And the neighboring temple didn't like that, so they poisoned their watering hole. So Akaza went to go visit his was it his father that was
His
dead?
father,
Yeah.
because his father also committed suicide because he was robbing. That's why he got the scars right here in his arm
Okay.
for
Yep. Yep.
robbing. Yeah,
Then he comes back. Then he sees that the neighboring temple poisoned their water, their well basically, and it poisoned his master and his new wife. and he just crashes out. He goes to the neighboring temple and just throws some hands, kills them all.
67 people, bro.
Yeah.
6, 7.
Yeah. Straight hands, straight hands.
Bro,
They had
yeah,
swords and stuff.
they literally said that he dismembered them in ways that it's not even possible with his hand.
Yeah, yep.
And that's when he sees Muzan. And Muzan
Yeah.
immediately he went. Akaza went, put him up, and Muzan just went like hand
Put
through
his
his head,
straight through his face.
and
Just
he was
like, damn.
you're gonna absorb my blood, and I'm gonna make you a demon."
Yep. Gave him the full force of all his blood. That was crazy. Just like instantaneously, just put his
Yo,
hand through his face.
it was instant. Like, don't even try it. Don't try it.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
You're not that guy.
Then after that, he just became a straight menace, just going around, forgot who he was, just throwing them hands, just bodying people.
His
But
wife waited a whole how many years waiting for him.
oh, yep. Then from there, I guess that's kind of like where the plot armor, where I saw kind of a little bit like a plot armor in the writing, because like he would have, because like in the story, well, what's it called? Tanjiro and Gyu, they cut his head off, and so like in Demon Slayer, when they get their head cut off, they're supposed to die, but his willpower is just so strong that he was like fighting them without a head and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
dude, his head was
Yeah.
growing slowly and surely.
Yeah, it was growing slowly, and his power is he gets that like snowflake, and he's able to like feel people's fighting force, and
It's
through
the
them him.
snowflake of his wife.
Oh, okay.
She has a pin right here of her little
Mhm.
like snowflakes, and that's what he uses it because over time he was forgetting memories of her.
Okay.
And then like it came all back towards like when we started getting his backstory.
Yep. And through that snowflake, he's able to feel like fighters fighting force, so he can like determine where they're coming from, and he can like counter their like moves and stuff like that.
And get
But like
stronger.
the only
Yeah.
plot I saw that like is like he was gonna body them, because like they were at the Tanjiro and Gyu, they were at their like inn, and they were about to get bodied, but like his dead wife comes back as a ghost. She's just like, "That's enough. You've done enough. That's it." And he's like, "I, I'm done." And he just like self destructs. And it's like, damn.
I
I
mean,
gonna do my boy like that.
the fight was great though.
Oh, it was beautiful.
We got Gyu finally. Gyu got his scar too. His
Yep.
his
Yep.
his Hashira scar, which I was like,
Yep.
where was that for Rengoku? But you know what?
Mhm.
Fuck me then. Rengoku and Tengen are my two favorite Hashiras up to this point so far, but Gyu is climbing the ranks. I really like
Yep.
Gyu.
Yep, he's cool. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, he's the quiet dude, no emotion, but he's definitely like a top 5 strongest Hashiras because seeing
Yeah.
this fight,
Mhm.
Rengoku had no shot.
No.
Like after seeing how Gyu was going at it with Akaza, I was thinking about it, I was like, damn, Rengoku really did not have a chance, dude.
No, he's not that guy. He's not that guy.
Like, it was like too because Tanjiro also unlocked a new skill. We learned that we got backstory of his dad. Which anytime we see Tanjiro with his family, it always like it gets me like fuck, dude, because they always make his family like a love proud family. Like they all love each other, they all take care of him, and I love the thing too with his dad, where you got to see is like, here, look, you could like show no emotion and still do it, because that's how he's able. Because Akaza is able to basically feel his enemies' emotions and force and knowing how they're gonna strike.
They're fighting force or whatever.
Yeah, with the snowflake. So Tanjiro basically comes up with the skill of like, I could cut that all off.
Yeah.
From what my dad taught me. And that's where you get that funny joke where he finally unlocks it. He's behind Akaza and Gyu's like, oh, you can kill him. and he's just like, Akaza!
Crashes
like,
out.
No, yeah.
Bruh.
Reasonable crash out, because Rengoku means so much to
Yep.
Tanjiro, because even for that split Mugen train, it was one of those things where Rengoku opened the eyes of Tanjiro.
Tanjiro and Zenitsu and Inosuke, yeah, they looked up to him for sure. In that short amount of time they were with him on the train.
But yeah, I mean, eventually they were able to slice Akaza's head off. He was supposed to die, but as you mentioned, because of the power of will, this man was like, I'm not gonna fucking die.
Yeah. I got too much to do, got too much power to gain. He was not
He wants to keep getting stronger.
Yep.
And that's when Muzan's like, don't die. You're gonna die right now. You're gonna keep on like keep regenerating your head. And then but it's like an angel thing. His wife and Muzan,
Muzan. Yep.
and then his wife is like, "Hey, I've been waiting for you.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah. It's
died.
enough.
I didn't go to heaven. I've been waiting. Like I just been waiting for you." And
Yeah, yeah.
that's when we get the flashbacks throughout the whole time, and he does the punching thing where he just basically kills himself and lets himself die.
Yep,
And
yep.
yeah, even as much as like I love Rengoku, and you know we gonna spin the block on Akaza, but
He
it
spun
was
the
still
block on himself.
I know it was I was still like damn
Yep, yep, yep.
damn.
Yep, yep.
But yeah, that's the great fight. Definitely worth animation was. I think it's still I think now that's previously to me my favorite fight was Tengen versus Upper Six and
Okay.
but I think this one now might be my new favorite for sure.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. It was definitely a great fight. And that pretty much was pretty much the end of the movie because I mean by that
Yeah,
point it was already like 2 hours and 20 minutes in or something like that. And I think the
yeah.
movie's like two and a half.
It shows the master's remaining three daughters putting in the
Mm-hmm.
work of like we're gonna find Muzan
Oh, yep,
because
yep.
Muzan is hiding in the castle with I'm forgetting the other girl's demon, the other demon who was able to escape.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
the
Lady
doctor chick.
Tamayo. Lady
Yeah,
Tamayo.
Tamayo. Yep, yep, yep.
Muzan has her absorbed, and Muzan is basically regenerating because he almost died. And basically, the movie's like, we're not gonna stop until we find him. And you see like other Hashiras like going somewhere, or like this is what we gotta
Yeah.
do. And
And
then
they're using the crows to like try to scout out the Infinity Castle, but I mean it's like infinite,
and
so
it
it's just like
expands, and they just
yeah,
expanded
expands,
more at the end.
collapses on itself, and it's just always twisting and turning, and they're like sitting there like,
Because of
how are we
that
gonna
one
do
girl with the
this?
drum. Ding
Oh yeah,
ding.
yeah. Ding,
And
ding. Yeah, yeah.
cause she's number 4 now. She's upper moon 4.
Okay, okay.
But yeah, that is anything else before we finish with Demon Slayer?
I think that's it. I'm besides just being upset that I'm gonna be old as hell when the last movie comes out. That's it.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for the next fights. I kind of
Yep.
know what's coming up next, and the fight mashups, and I'm so excited to see those.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
for sure they teased Upper Moon 1,
Yep.
and they and they tease Upper Moon 1, so we're gonna get
Mm-hmm.
that fight. I don't want to spoil it. I already know who fights him. We're
Okay.
gonna get the fight between Doma for sure. So they're gonna
Doma.
finish that off probably.
Yep.
And ooh, I think those are the two fights for sure that we're getting in the next movie.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Then I'm sure we're gonna see. They're probably gonna. Well, maybe they'll save the chick with the guitar upper four. Maybe they'll save her for the
Well,
last movie.
I
Maybe.
could see Muzan just being the last movie in general.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah.
All right, so
That'd
yeah,
be cool.
yeah, that is our review for
That's it.
spoiler review for Demon Slayer Infinity Castle Part 1. So hope you guys enjoyed
Yes,
it.
sir.